Hey everyone, how are y'all doing today? Welcome back to Review Sesh. If you've been here before, I really appreciate you coming back to visit me. And if you haven't been here before, give me one moment, let me tell you who I am and what I do. My name's Mike, and what I do is I review federally legal hemp products and devices. So it doesn't matter whether it's a consumable product of any kind or whether it's a functional device of any type. We're going to be looking at all of that stuff here on this channel. I really hope you enjoy the content that I'm making for you. So guys, I'm going to be picking up the pace a little bit in my reviews. I'm going to be trying to film more. Even if I'm not posting more, I got to get more filmed. And today we're going to be doing a review of Black Cherry Gelato from California Gold Farm. I'm really excited about this. I don't have a lot of luck with cherry, but I feel like this is going to be the one here. Um, but before we do that, I want to go ahead and reiterate to all you guys what it is that I do on my channel, what we're reviewing here. And what I review on my channel is federally legal THCA hemp. And THCA, if some of you guys aren't familiar or you're still unsure, THCA stands for tetrahydrocannabinolic acid. And it's the naturally occurring compound found on all hemp plants everywhere, all over the world. In and of itself, though, guys, THCA is not psychoactive. You're not going to get any elevated effects if you go out and you eat part of a hemp plant or something like that. It does not work like that. THCA first has to undergo a process called decarboxylation. And decarboxylation, it really just means applying heat. Realistically, it doesn't matter whether it's the heat of the sun or environmental heat or whether it's an artificial heat source like some flame or an electronic source of heat like which I like to use. We decarboxylate that THCA molecule by applying heat, and that drops the A right off the end of that molecule chain, and that leaves you with good old-fashioned THC. Now, guys, for clarity, we're not doing anything different with this plant than those people that have come before us are doing. We're still applying heat, which decarboxylates the flower, which then, gives you good old-fashioned THC. Um, so for all intents and purposes, guys, THCA is THC. Same stuff that your fathers, your grandfathers, everybody else has ever spoken about this stuff has been speaking about. They've been talking about the naturally occurring compound on the plant. And since 2018, we can get all that stuff to our doors. We don't have to worry about going out and meeting odd people at odd times of night and potentially wasting all of our time. When you get your stuff, you're going to be getting one of these. This is a notice to law enforcement and the Postal Service. This is just a declaration of what is in this package, guys. It's very important to hold on to these. I'm going to keep going over this stuff every video. It needs to be gone over, and I'm going to keep trying to educate about this stuff. But we're going to put this aside for now, and today's Good Mood is sponsored by California Gold Farm. We're going to be cracking this open. This is the Black Cherry Gelato. This is a 3.5 gram of Black Cherry Gelato. And my goodness, if I don't get a smell of cherry, I don't know what that is. Wow. Very, very nice smell to it. Very nice smell. Definitely fruity. Definitely got some cherry in there. Wow, that is a large nug. Now they're updated glass jars, guys. They used to have plastic jars. These are opaque glass. And in the top, you got the Integra Boost cap. That's a big step up as far as the packaging goes. And here are the nugs that we're looking at. This is 3.5 gram. And you are seeing that correctly, guys. That is one large nug right there. That bud right there is one large nug. Very nice structure. Very pretty. I'm going to try to avoid that one. I like trying to keep my prettier nugs for last. But I'm going to go ahead and take a cut right here, guys. I'm going to get you guys some photos of these, maybe some good microscopic shots, and then we'll be back and I'm going to taste it, and I'll let you know if this thing actually, if this strain here, Black Cherry Gelato, actually, you know, finally gets me a hint of that cherry that I've been searching for so long. We'll be right back. Alright, guys, I'm back and I've got you some great shots of this Black Cherry Gelato from California Gold Farm. As I was taking photos of this, guys, what I realized is this is just, it's got so many deep, dark purples and pinks and all these different colors in it. It's really, really pretty. And it's quite keefy, I can already tell. I'm going to give it a grind real quick while you guys are looking at your pictures. Very, very strong nose. I can actually smell the cherry in this guy, so I'm really excited about this. And yes, it is quite keefy. Grind up. There's quite a bit of keef in that catch. It's a good sign. Should be fairly potent. All right. And as usual, we're going to be hitting this with the thermal twist by crossing. And we are still using the November box piece from the weed box. It is honestly one of my favorite pieces. It is nice and light, and it works as a dry piece very, very well. I tend to only vape through dry pieces these days. I really prefer the flavor dry. Water percolation. I've noticed it does kind of get in the way of the flavor sometimes, so I prefer a dry piece. Oh wow. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's definitely got cherry in it. Definitely cherry, creamy, part on the back end. Part on the back end for sure. Really nice. Really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and check see what the cross is on this. According to this, it is a cross of Akai and Black Cherry Funk. I haven't had either Akai or Black Cherry Funk. But yeah, this is very nice. Very nice indeed. I do think maybe I have had Black Cherry Gelato one time before. This is very good. Very nice. The cherry really does come through, which is surprising to me. If you guys have been watching for any amount of time, you know that I'm always complaining cherry's very hit and miss for me. There's certain things that, if I'm expecting cherry and I don't get it, I tend to not be real happy. I can say here, the cherry is very, very prominent in this one. And it's sticking around on the palate for a little bit. Um, it is a 60-40 indica dominant. So, it's going to give you your standard calming, relaxing, sleepy, tingly effects, may relieve chronic pain, cramps, depression, insomnia, muscle spasms, stress. I could see that. It's going to calm you down. It's going to relax you as a indica dominant, and most of that stuff there will be relieved to some degree with an indica dominant strain. Flavors listed here on All Bud are berry, cherry, fruity, skunky, and sweet. And aromas are berry, dank, earthy, herbal, and skunky. I will say this, I don't get berry. I get very, very distinctive cherry. And of course, here we are again with the redundant listing of fruity after cherry. But yeah, okay, it's fruity. It's of cherry. Um, and it's very sweet. And it does have a bit of that skunk on it. It does have a bit of something funky to it on the back end that brings in that tartness right on the back end, which is really, really nice. Um, Average THC percentage is 26%. And this one here lists at 28.25% THCa, which is right on point. After decarboxylation, it should be right around 26%. Um, so yeah, it's pretty on point from what I'm seeing. Very, very definite cherry. And as I'm taking it further through this bowl, it is starting to caramelize a little more. It's starting to sweeten up. It's a deeper sweetness than what we started at. But the cherry flavor profile still sticks there, and it's still keeping that tartness on the back. Um, it's just getting a bit more rich as I take it through, if that makes any sort of sense to you guys. Effects wise, effects are definitely creeping on me. Um, it's not my typical um, terpene profile for my particular entourage, but I can definitely tell it's creeping. It's fairly potent bud. I'm really liking this. It's very nice. Um, I don't normally gravitate toward fruit strains, and I don't have a lot of luck with cherry. But when I find a good cherry I like, guys, I know I like it. And this is one of those. This is definitely one of those. Black cherry gelato. Um, could be that it's got, I'm thinking about gelato and, maybe the perception I have affects the flavor. But I definitely get that cherry in this. And it's really surprising. Now, I will say the aroma on the nose, that's the first thing you're gonna smell too, is that cherry. So, seeing as the aroma, the olfactory sense tends to be a large portion of what we taste. It kind of makes sense. Um, it's really, really tasty. And I mean, I got quite a lot out of that bowl. Very keefy. Very, very keefy. I really enjoy that. This will be a good flower, a good bud for after dinner. It's a good dessert strain, I would say. It's sweet, it's tart. Um, if you vape, it's just going to get more rich and sweet as you go through it. And it is really kind of like a dessert. Um, quite surprisingly, it's kind of like a dessert. This would have been, I wish I'd have opened this up for Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? This would have been perfect for after Thanksgiving meal. Um, but, you live and you learn. I hope you guys have enjoyed my little review of the black cherry gelato from California Gold Farm. Really, really gorgeous stuff. Really beautiful flower. Density on it, it's about a medium density, which is all right for me. I don't mind that. It's not overly dense, not too fluffy. Just right, I would say. Right down that medium path. The nose on it, you open it up, you're gonna be hit with just a blast of cherry aroma. It's crazy. And the flavor is right on point with the nose. I'm really, really pleased with it. If you guys like cherry at all, or you're after the cherry strains, um, and you're like me and you don't have much luck with them, this one, this one's a winner. This one's a hit. So, guys, I hope you've enjoyed a little overview of this strain. I do have a lot more coming for you, like a whole lot more. And I'm gonna continue to keep making content for you. If there's anything that you guys would like to see, any companies, brands, strains that you'd like me to try to acquire and do a review of, give you my opinions on, just let me know down in the comments, and I'll do my absolute best to acquire those items and give you my opinions on them. I hope you're all doing well. I'm still dealing with a few things here at home, but things are getting better. Last time I made my video, I was a little bummed out, a little bit disheartened, a little bit discouraged. But it's crazy how quickly things turn around, guys. And that's kind of what I want to point out to you today is, you've heard me say in the past that, when things get tough, just kind of stick with it. And, even the bad things, the negative things, the difficult things, those things will pass in time. And, guys, I'm right here to tell you that that's true. I deal with it myself on a regular occasion, and you guys have seen it. I've had those times where I'm kind of bummed out and discouraged. But I keep up, keep going through, and keep taking steps forward, and eventually those difficult times and those stresses pass, and then I find my way back into the light, and then I move forward with what I'm doing in life, and just keeping on. That's the big thing. If you can keep on keeping on, then the negative things pass in time, and you can start focusing on the positive things and the good things ahead. So, guys, I'm gonna leave you with that thought, and I hope that you're all very well. I hope you're taking care of yourselves and your families, and just go out there and keep at it, guys. I'm doing it, and I hope you guys do as well. And I hope you continue to join me here as I continue to make content for you guys. So, till I see you next time, guys, as always, I want you to stay lifted, and I want you to stay blessed. Peace.